What happens when two elephants quarrel on the turf of an ant? Well, to put it simply, it doesn't end well for the ant. And the ant is what I'm going to talk about today. The ant being the country of India. The elephants, the tech giants of the United States and China. Now, we came across this news early morning that Paytm had launched its own mini app store. 300 partners had already signed up for that program. And it was seen as a retaliation to Google banning Paytm for a temporary while earlier actually last month in September. It was quite the big news because it was banned in the morning. By evening, the ban had been revoked, sure. But it was quite a big news that Paytm, one of the most used apps in India, perhaps India's leading digital wallet, it was banned by Google on its Play Store. Now, there are two aspects to this which I'm going to take up today. One is, of course, that of the Google Play Store monopoly. I won't even call it a duopoly between the Apple Play Store, the Apple App Store, beg your pardon, and the Google Play Store. I won't call it a duopoly. It's not. Because Apple has what? A 3-4% share in the Indian market. So who are we even kidding? It's Google who is dominating the Indian market when it comes to the app market alone. And this is where our challenge is. This is the first aspect I'm going to talk about, the monopoly of Google Play Store. Now, let's go back to June, July, August. We were banning Chinese apps one after the other. Why were we banning them? Because the Chinese had a monopoly. TikTok was starting to monopolize social media in India. The 10-second videos, they were starting to get a lot of traction. Then there was also the question of data sovereignty. There was also the question of lack of regulation, lack of censorship as and when needed on the apps. Nevertheless, we banned the Chinese apps. Now, China is seen as an enemy country now after what happened in Galwan. But what do we do about Google now? Google is a company from the United States. Its head is a man of an Indian origin. How do we tackle these things? Now, the mini app that has come into play on Paytm, that cannot be exactly called as a reaction to Google's banning of Paytm. Sure, less apps are now signing up on the App Store, but Google, what Paytm is rather trying to do is trying to create a super app within itself. Already before this news came in, you could use Paytm not just for UPI transactions or wallets, you could use it for shopping also. You could use it from shopping from Paytm Mall also. If you are in Delhi, you could recharge your Metro card using Paytm. You could do tons of things. You could pay your bills and so on. So Paytm was anyway becoming an app which hosted services for multiple other apps. Now what it has done new, it's going for mini apps. The problem with this is it doesn't completely address the problem of the Google hegemony that is there. The Play Store will continue to dominate. And that is the problem India needs to address. Now, a few entrepreneurs earlier this month, or rather last week of September, they said that India needs its own app store. And that's actually a good idea. Why not? The Indian government should encourage private players to come up with their own app store, which can be regulated by the rules which are relevant to the country. Now, for instance, when you have arbitrary rules run by a Western corporation, of course, the apps in India, the players in India, the toppreneurs in India, they'll be at the mercy of those corporations. So why not have an Indian app store? And this is where the question of capacity building comes up. Why don't we have a mobile OS that has its origins in India? Right now, we are either talking about Androids or iOS. But even then, in the context of India, I'll talk about Android because most of the cheap Chinese handsets, they carry Android's OS. They do not carry iOS. iOS is still very restricted in the Indian market. Where do we have the iOS in India? Now, Reliance is going to make smartphones in partnership with Google. One can expect, again, Google's OS to be there. Of course, it will be customized to India's need, but again, it will be Google's OS. So this is where the government needs to step in. Of course, government being in the technology business is not something we encourage, but the government must encourage private players for capacity building when it comes to mobile operating systems, not just hardware, but even software. Why can't India also create? I mean, India is a market of 1.3 billion people. So why can't India create or by that sense, Indian companies create a software program or an operating system which is local, which is vocal for local, as the Prime Minister likes to call it. But that's the first aspect, the addressing the problem of Google's Play Store's monopoly in India. The second problem, the battle of the super apps. Now, if you've seen my video on Jio, I'll put the link in the description. It was about Jio becoming the first super app with Reliance and Facebook and WhatsApp, all of them coming together. The idea of a super app is, which Paytm is doing now, is to have one app with an array of services. Now, remember this. A lot of smartphones that are going to be manufactured, they won't come with a lot of memory. They will be very restricted in their memory. So people will have to be very judicious as to which apps they can install. And this is where mini apps come into play. In China, WeChat has already done this, has experimented with this model rather successfully. It has more than 1 billion users, which is a huge number, almost every 7th person in the world or 8th person in the world. So basically, your one app has all the apps that you need, similarly to what Paytm has. This is where it gets interesting. You already have Reliance, which is competing in the business. Now, Reliance, even with the investments from Facebook and WhatsApp, it's majorly Indian owned. But what about Paytm? Even if we were to encourage Paytm for what it's going against Google and all that, the truth remains that even today, Paytm has a significant majority or significant share rather of a Chinese company or of the Chinese technocrats. So how do we address that problem? When it comes to Paytm, a greater part of the share, it is actually owned by Chinese. So there is still the problem of India's first super app being partially owned by Chinese. To add to this, there is another interesting news coming in of Tata's perhaps tying with Walmart for a $25 billion investment to create another super app which will cater to a lot of services, given Tatas are into so many businesses. So you could actually have a three-front fight between the Tatas, the Reliance and Paytm for India's first super app. Now, if you do not really understand what the concept of super app is, I'll put a link in the description. It's an article I did where I discussed what India's first super app will look like with the alliance of Facebook and Reliance and Facebook and Reliance, that is. So that's what you can read. But this aspect needs to be discussed, that when it comes to being vocal for local, when it comes to being Atmanirbhar, we really need to think on Indian lines. One example could be, can someone buy out the Chinese share in Paytm, which is amounting to close to rupees 30,000 crore? That will be a huge investment. Can perhaps Reliance do it now that it's debt-free and getting investments perhaps from world over? So these are the questions that remain unanswered. Sure, Paytm has taken a right step in the direction by encouraging apps to be on its platform. Even Google has responded. It has deferred the 30% commission that was to be rolled out in September 2021. For India, it's now going to be 2022, as they discuss with a lot of stakeholders. But these are merely deferring the problems to a future date. What we really need, not just for super apps, but also for our mobile operating systems, as we've discussed with hardware also, we need to think about capacity building. Or in the end, if these two aspects, just for this video, there are a lot of other aspects, but right now, if these aspects are not addressed on time, India will just become an ant where two elephants, one from the US, one from China or anywhere else, they'll just battle. And in the end, all our corporations, all our MSME players, everyone who wants to go digital will be at the mercy of these corporations, which will either belong to China or the United States. And that's one reality we really don't want to be in going forward. Thank you.